Brian Thomas now joins us live from Thailand, from Bangkok in Thailand. Brian, thank you very much for joining us. You are obviously in Thailand right now. The risk has gone from the earthquake. The state of emergency was pulled back a few days back. But what can you tell me, Brian, about these ongoing rescue efforts, in particular this building that's collapsed, which video has gone all around the world, of this high-story building that has collapsed, and which these rescue efforts are now ongoing to save all these people?
Well, definitely. Now I am also outside this missing report lost also that is being made behind me also. I'll again I'll show you these, try to show you these visuals also. You can see these missing data charts have been put out where as on detail till now there have been 86 people that have seen one person is still reported, there are 8 people injured.
I believe Brian is having some network issues there, unfortunately, but we will move to our guest, Rajul Goenka, President of the Myanmar India Business Chamber, located in Yangon, Myanmar. Thank you very much for joining us, Rajul. Obviously, this death toll is expected to rise significantly more over the next few days. It's now 1,600 with international aid now coming in. What can you tell me of the feeling in Myanmar in general right now, the feeling towards the international efforts going towards aid, and also we'll touch on the military strikes, the continued rule of the Myanmar military junta. How are you feeling about the whole thing, Rajul?
See, currently in Myanmar, the feeling of shock and fear is still very prevalent. In fact, midnight tonight, around 1 a.m. Myanmar time, there was a panic rumor mentioning that there would be a significant aftershock coming in. So most of the people rushed out of their homes. Subsequently, advisories were issued by the government and various organizations telling people to stay calm and not to fall prey to such false and misinformation. But there is still a lot of panic and fear among the people. I would definitely commend our neighbors, especially India and Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia, China, who have immediately rushed a lot of aid, and more importantly, rescue personnel, medical doctors and medical equipment to focus on the rescue part of this mission. We have received personnel even from Russia, and more countries are pledging support and are sending in aid and personnel to help in this ongoing rescue mission. I think rescue is the need of the hour. We and our organizations in Myanmar are taking care of relief efforts, not just relying on the government or foreign aid. Individually, through local NGOs and through local businesses, we have mobilized teams, have started to raise funds, and have sent teams in the most affected areas of Mandalay and Naypyidaw to provide whatever assistance to people in terms of food, in terms of medicines, and also provide some tents where they can spend the night, as people are still afraid to go back to go into their homes.
Rajul, we can't get distracted from the fact that the UN, there has been reported attacks by Myanmar's military junta after this earthquake happened. The United Nations, understandably, has called it completely outrageous and unacceptable. What more can you tell me about these strikes which occurred after the earthquake?
Honestly, not much more, not much information is available about it within the country. But what we are hearing and what we are seeing on the ground is there is a unified effort uh, with all parties involved in trying to first address this massive humanitarian crisis. People are working together, both civil society, government, and everyone are working together to uh, alleviate the suffering that people have are going through and have gone through. So it's been a joint effort, and we hope that this joint effort continues and something good comes out of this very tragic incidents.
Rajul, what can you tell me a bit more about the international aid that's coming into the country? Obviously, Myanmar is not cut off from the world, but certainly isolated since 2021, and now these countries like India, like Russia, you mentioned Singapore have been coming in and offering aid. What specifically has been the most helpful in regards to the military personnel coming in and helping the people of Myanmar?
I think the most important thing is these rescue teams which have come in, getting their expertise and equipment to help take out survivors that are stuck under the buildings. So I think this is the most important thing, as time is of essence. This is the most critical thing, and I think there have been teams which have come in from India, from China, Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia, and even Thailand has sent in their team. And we are expecting more teams coming in from other countries also. It is a massive operation which is going on. Apart from that, the Indian government has sent in a lot of medical supplies, ambulances, and other medical equipment, first aid kits, which is equally important for the survivors of the earthquake who need to be treated properly, so they can recover fast. So there is a two-pronged approach, both focusing on the rescue, which is the priority right now, and also at the same time taking care of the relief efforts, which is also happening. The amount of support that we have received from the international community is overwhelming, and we are very thankful for everyone to support us during this very critical and hard times. We are very grateful for them to forget all differences and come to us during this humanitarian crisis.
Understandably, Rajul, people are very, I'm sure, are very tense and very concerned about the possibility of these aftershocks, which can happen days after the initial quake. What other issues are people facing along with the fear of aftershocks in the country of Myanmar at the moment? What's the main feeling?
Well, apart from this, one of the biggest problems that we are facing is power outages. The distribution lines have been severely damaged. Yangon, the city from where I am, we are only getting 4 hours of electricity per day since the earthquake has struck. That too is to help people to be able to get water for their daily needs. So electricity is a big issue that we are facing. There has been significant impact on the telecom infrastructure. So for us to connect with our friends and family in Mandalay and the areas affected by the earthquake is being challenging. There is limited internet service available across the country. Luckily, so far, I think, as you know, that there is a severe shortage of medical supplies right now. Things like blood is also needed. So there is a general sense of panic. But at the same time, people in other parts of Myanmar who have not been that effective are very strong, and we have gathered all our resources to go and help our brothers who are suffering right now, in terms of providing them whatever little we can from the limited resources we have.
Raju Goenka, thank you very much for joining us, and all the best. We now